Hi everyone, it's Dee. This is a quick 20-minute slow flow. So let's go ahead and begin in a comfortable seat. Right away, we'll begin to find our breath, taking a few deep inhales and exhales. Breathing in, fill all the way up. And breathing out, empty out completely. Let yourself begin to come into this space, taking just 20 minutes to yourself to move and breathe and fire up in any way that you'd like. I encourage you to modify, amplify, repeat this video if you need more. As you're ready, start to find some movements in your body, maybe some half neck circles, bringing your ear to your shoulder, your chin to your chest, and then on around, back and forth a few times. Continuing to notice your breath, notice your body, coming into this space on your mat, beginning to let worries go. On your next inhale, we'll sweep our arms up and overhead, and as you exhale, find a twist to the right. Right hand will come behind you. Left hand will come to the right knee. Settling in here for a few rounds of breath, using your inhale to find a tall spine. And on your exhale, use that space to twist a little bit deeper if it feels good to you. As you're ready, slowly release the twist, tense your fingertips out to either side, and again, inhale, reach your arms up. This time, we exhale, twist to the left. Left hand behind us, right hand to left knee, same thing. Gaze can be down, you can start to look over your left shoulder. Inhaling to sit up a bit taller. Exhaling, twisting a little bit deeper. Slowly begin to let the twist go. Tense your fingertips out to either side. Inhale, reach your arms up high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment here, set an intention for your practice if you'd like. Maybe your intention is just to move and breathe. Maybe nothing at all, and that's perfectly fine. Or maybe you're looking for something more specific on your mat today. Whatever it is, I encourage you to notice it, acknowledge it, and learn from it as you move and breathe. As you're ready, we're going to make our way into a tabletop shape on hands and knees. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Get yourself set up here and then begin to tuck your toes, and let's just hover the knees an inch or two, beginning to build some heat. Separating the shoulder blades up towards the sky, and then slowly lower the knees down, untuck the toes. A few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, belly drops, head and tail reach up, fill up. Exhale, finding a wave in the spine until you come all the way into cat pose, tucking your chin. Inhale, starting with the tailbone, belly drops, heart lifts, look up, breathe in, cow pose. Exhale, take everything the opposite direction into cat. Again, inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. Coming back to your neutral tabletop, tuck your toes once again. Lift your knees up an inch or two, hover them and breathe. Maybe your arms shake a bit here, that's okay. Let this heat build. Drop your knees down. And then we're going to extend the right leg long. Take your time to make this happen. Hips will be square. You can tuck your toes down if you want to, of course. Breathe here, and then we're going to slowly open into a kneeling half moon, so left hand stays down. Peel your right arm up, left leg stays lifted, or you can absolutely tap it down. Gaze can be down or up. Take an inhale, exhale, square everything off, but leave the right leg lifted. And we're going to lower down, dropping the chin to the mat. Let that right leg lift up really high. And now push up. And we're going to roll open again, this time into a kneeling wild thing. So right leg will come behind you a bit. Start to open your heart. As your right arm opens, your heart opens. On your next exhale, come back around, and we're going to lower back down. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, push yourself back up. Open back up, kneeling wild thing. Breathe in here. Exhale, arm sweeps around. Lower down. Again. Inhale, push up. We're going to bring both knees to the mat. Tuck your toes, hover once again. Slowly lower down, and we'll take that all on the other side. Preparing, lift your left leg, left toes pointing down, and then we'll slowly open up into this kneeling half moon. Left fingertips reach up, left leg is reaching up, really pressing into your right hand, into your right knee. Steady your gaze, steady your breath. On your exhale, square everything off and lower down into this kneeling chin stand with the left leg lifted. Inhale, push yourself back up. Open up this time into our wild thing. Left arm reaches back. Open up your heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, square it all around. Lower down into your chin stand. Elbows squeeze in. Inhale, back up, roll open. Wild thing here. Exhale, roll back down, lower and hover. Chin may touch the mat. Push yourself back up. Open up again. Take an inhale here, and then exhale all the way around. Lower down and hover. Inhale, push back up. Bring both knees to the mat. We'll tuck the toes. Hover once again. Building heat. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lift up into our first downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out the knees. Bend one knee, straighten the other leg. Lift your hips up high here. Let your head be really heavy. Find whatever movements suit you. Feeling this space, feeling the shape in your body. And then as you're ready, we're going to walk the feet forward. Walk the hands back nice and slow. Heel toe your feet out wide and come into a ragdoll, knees bent, grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands, and find movement or stillness. Crown of your head is reaching down towards the mat, releasing stress or tension from your upper body. Slowly let your hands drape down towards the mat. Heel toe your feet so they're just about hip width apart. We'll begin to find halfway lift, hands to your shins or thighs for this first one. Reaching your crown of the head forward, pressing your hips back. Feel length in your body. Take an inhale and then exhale, forward fold once again. This time, maybe looking for some sort of bind to begin to find some compression. Maybe first 2 fingers and thumbs wrap around your big toes. As you bend your knees, bend your elbows, compress your chest towards your thighs. Breathing deep. Slowly let go, and on an inhale, we're going to roll all the way up to standing. Let your fingertips just drape down by your side. Tension and release here. Begin to form fists. Pull your shoulders up to your ears. Tighten every muscle that you can in your body. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, sigh it all out through your mouth. Again, inhale, tension. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, tighten. Exhale, let it all go. Grounding your feet down. Staying here in your mountain pose. Feel your shoulders pulling away from your ears. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, peel open towards the right into an open arm twist. Trying to keep your hips square. Try to keep this twist happening in your torso, engaging in your belly. Maybe the twist happens a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Setting up for chair pose. Bring your big toes together to touch if you'd like. Use an inhale, sweep your arms up high. And an exhale, sit down into your chair. Your chair can be as high or as low as you'd like. Shift some weight into your heels. Engage in your belly. Straighten your spine. Steady your gaze. Steady your breath. Let your legs do the work here. Soften your face. On your next inhale, straighten your legs. Open your arms. Open your heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, sit down, chair pose, maybe a bit lower this time. On your inhale, straighten your legs, open your arms, open your heart. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, clasp your hands behind your back. Heel toe your feet out a bit wider, bend in your knees, and start to lift your hands up if that feels okay. Using this grip to find a rinse for the shoulders. You can take movements, you can let your hands lie on your back, you can even use a strap here if that suits you. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. We're going to crawl the hands forward and then step the feet back until we come into a downward facing dog. Begin to move the left foot a bit towards center. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Letting your leg be an extension of the hip. Don't worry about opening it up here. Maybe the toes stay low. On an inhale, roll forward, drop your left knee, and we're going to lower down into that kneeling chin stand, right leg lifts. Inhale, push yourself open up into your wild thing. Take a couple of breaths here. Exhale, come all the way around. Both knees meet the mat. Tuck your toes, hovering tabletop once again. On your exhale, lift up, down dog again. Take any movements that you need, and then begin to take your right foot, bring it a little bit more towards center. Prepare for a three-legged dog on the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Breathe here, feel the stretch for your right leg. Slowly exhale, pull it through, drop your right knee down and lower down into your chin stand as your left leg lifts. Inhale, push yourself up and around into your kneeling wild thing. Heart opens, breathe here. Exhale, roll all the way around, coming back into your hovering tabletop. Lower your knees down, bring your big toes together to touch, walk your knees out wide. And we'll find a child's pose here, resting your chest and your belly and your head. Keeping weight into your forearms if that feels better for you. Slowly lifting yourself up, but keeping your legs the same. We're just going to bring the left arm underneath of us, coming into thread the needle. You can keep your right hand planted, or you can begin to bring the right hand on top of the left to get a bit more pull for that shoulder. Cheek rests or forehead rests. Breathing here. We'll slowly lift out and bring the right arm underneath of us. Thread the needle on this side. Same thing. You can keep the left hand planted or bring it on top of the right. Coming back to center. Find our child's pose once again. Resting down. From child's pose, we're going to lift ourselves up through tabletop, swing the legs around, and come onto our seat. Take a couple different variations of boat pose. So we move into some core work. So for the first one, let's keep the arms reaching long. Let's keep the heels on the mat. Keep your spine as straight as you can as you begin to start to lean back a bit to find that space where you might be able to balance eventually. Then let's bring the hands down to the mat, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, and feel yourself leaning back even more. See how this feels to you. You can move into high boat at any time if you'd like to lift off. You can also stay here the whole time. If you're ready, hands lift, legs lift. Spine stays straight, heart stays lifted. Breathe here. And then slowly lower down. Hands are going to come behind the neck. And we're going to take a couple of bicycles. Right elbow, left leg. Left elbow, right leg. And then again. And then begin to extend your arms out long overhead. And let's keep this bicycle pattern. But now we're going to tap hand to knee. Moving with your own breath. Opposite knee, opposite hand. And then we'll lower down, extend the legs long. Begin to bring the soles of the feet to the mat. And we'll slowly lift up into bridge pose. Crawl your hands underneath of you. Maybe you clasp your hands behind your back. Use this for a bit more heart opening as you breathe. And then lower everything down. A few windshield wipers from side to side if that feels good to you. You can also take a wheel pose here if you feel adequately warmed up and you would like. Otherwise, let's lift up into a second bridge. Pulling your shoulders underneath of you, really squeezing your thighs together as you press your feet into the mat. Glutes can be active or not. And now if you'd like to make this a bit more active, cross your right leg over the left. And let's do a few taps. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up a few times there. And we'll take it the other way, crossing your left over the right, a few taps. So you're inhaling to lift up and exhaling to lower down. And then come back to your bridge pose. One more lift. And lower down. Take a few windshield wipers from side to side. We're going to extend the right leg long. You can just reach behind the shin or the thigh if you'd like, or you can begin to reach for your big toe with your peace fingers and your thumb. Strap was also really great here. As we find a stretch for the hamstrings, begin to let the right leg fall to the right, opening the hip. Left knee can be bent or straight. Come back to center. We're going to bend the right knee and find a half happy baby. Grip can be on your foot, on your toes, on the back of your thigh, as you open up your hip on this side a bit more. Slowly let go of this grip. Let the soles of both feet come to the mat for a moment, and then we'll take it on the other side. Left leg lifts. You can use a strap, reach for your shin or thigh, or for your big toe, or even your foot. Keep the stretch to center for a few moments. Right knee can be bent or straight. And as you're ready, slowly let the left leg open up to the left. Coming back through center, finding your half happy baby on this side with any grip that suits you. Coming into full happy baby from here. Maybe you take some rocks from side to side. Maybe you straighten one leg or the other or both. Taking whatever you need. As you're ready, we'll begin to find our final rest, our Shavasana. Letting everything go, this is where I will leave you. I encourage you to maybe pause this video or stop it and just stay here, absolutely as long as you need. Thank you so much for coming out for this quick practice with me today. Thank you.